And I hope maybe one day that you can learn to see that your like messy and toxic behavior is not cute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe down below for more videos. Also hit that little bell so you get notified every time I upload. I am at home at my parents' house in Michigan. So good to be back. Here we are in part 2 of I Got Peed On. Here's a little recap of part 1.
If you didn't already know, I'm bisexual. So I have this friend who lives in New York, and they were coming to LA to visit and for work. So we're hanging out, we're at the bar, we're having a really fun time. I could kind of see that he was a little fucked up. This motherfucker passes out dead weight on top of me. I feel warmth on my body. I literally got peed on. I, covered in piss, hopped a fence. But leave in the comments below right now if you want a part 2, a continuation to know what happened with Carl, the pisser pants.
Ask and you shall receive. By popular demand, you guys asked for a part 2. I have had so many people asking me, how is there more to this story? What else happened? It actually got crazier since the first time I saw Carl. So the first night that I was actually out with Carl at the bar, we have some mutual friends who saw that we were out at the bar. And Carl was gonna go hang out with our mutual friends on the Wednesday. We went to the bar on Monday. So our mutual friends, who's my friend group, shout out to you guys, you know who you are, also asked if I wanted to come. And obviously I was free and was like, sure, you know, I'm down to hang out because I wanted to see them. And I actually have some receipts from the Tuesday before the Wednesday. So Carl, this is Tuesday. Carl said,
"Was I bad? Do you hate me? Why did you leave?"
I basically said,
No, I don't hate you. I left because my anxiety kind of spiked. You passed out like on top of me and I couldn't get you off me for like 30 minutes. And then I said, and then you may or may not have peed on me while you were passed out.
His only response was, OMG. That's it. Not even a sorry, not even a word. 3 letters. That's it. Then Wednesday comes and we're all supposed to hang out and I'm running late. I meet up with them. They're already at the bar, my friends and Carl. As soon as I sit down at the bar, Carl like pulls my stool closer to him and starts like grabbing my leg underneath the table. And I was just like, this really isn't cute. My one friend had invited him to like hang out. Not saying anything was gonna happen between the two of them, but you know, it was like their time to hang out. I definitely didn't want anything to do physically with this guy because of what had happened like 2 days before. So I just felt kind of like awkward about the whole situation. And also like we're in a group setting in public. Have some class and don't try to like feel me up underneath the table. So then after we have a few drinks at the bar, we decide to go over to my one friend's apartment that's by the bar to like watch movies, hang out, chill. So the second we get to my friend's apartment, Carl like keeps grabbing me by my belt and like is trying to like just be like really touchy and physical around everybody. I don't have any problems with PDA, but like when we're in a group and I'm with my friends, I don't know, it just seems weird to like be invited to someone else's house and then you're trying to get with somebody else in front of all these people, and it's just not my thing. And especially with what had went down, I was just not having it. So we all go sit down on the couch and it's basically my one friend, Carl, 2 of my other friends, and then me. So like we're on like kind of a winding couch. And me and my 2 friends are kind of just talking, and then we look over and one of our friends and Carl are full on making out on the couch right in front of all of us, like macking. And we were just all like sitting there like, oh my god, like this is really happening. It was just weird because if anything was gonna happen, I thought it was gonna happen between Carl and my friend who invited Carl, and then nothing even happened with me. So the fact that it was just like this third party that kind of like came out of nowhere that none of us were expecting was really shocking, and then just kind of weird because we're all sitting on the same couch. Quick rewind. The day in between before I saw him, he was like,
"Oh babe, distance doesn't matter. I want to be with you. Like, who cares?"
First of all, if you pee on me, I think that relinquishes your right to call me babe. And secondly, now fast forward to the next day, you're saying you want to be with me and that distance doesn't matter, but you're full on macking with somebody else on the couch in front of me. Bizarre. So then our friend that Carl was macking with on the couch, he gets up and goes to the bathroom. Carl literally comes and sits by me and literally starts like grabbing my leg. You literally were just making out with someone else in front of me. How sloppy are you? By the way, Carl is full on wasted again. He's very slurry and he doesn't really remember things. He definitely has a drinking problem. So then the guy comes out of the bathroom and Carl's like,
well, I have to go to the bathroom.
And the guy who he was macking with says, oh, well, I can show you where the bathroom is. But then like full on, they went in the bathroom and they were in there for a while together. It got to a point where we're in an apartment and that's the only bathroom. And we're all drinking, so I have a small bladder. We're eventually gonna have to go. It just felt kind of high school. After a while, I go up to the bathroom door and I start banging on it and I'm like, can you guys hurry up? Like, I really have to go to the bathroom. I have a small bladder. So then they finally come out of the bathroom, sit back on the couch, and we're all just like jamming to music. Carl and the other guy are still kind of like touchy-feely, right? And literally dead ass, I like caught a glimpse of them like, you know, grabbing each other. And Carl saw that I saw what was going on and full on like took the guy's hand and put it like this and like acted like it didn't happen when it clearly did. And it's not even like I cared, like y'all were already in the bathroom doing whatever. At this point, it doesn't matter. It felt so high school. And here I am, the youngest person at this house. So I really just don't understand why I'm being punished all the time. So then me and my two friends, we decide, okay, we're just gonna fucking leave. So we all like collectively get up at one time and just leave. Apparently more stuff went down and happened between those two people. I mean, I couldn't actually tell you, and it's not really my story to tell, that part of it at least. So then the next day comes along. So it's Thursday now. Didn't hear a peep from Carl. Didn't hear a damn thing. But then, a bitch has receipts. Carl texts me Friday. We all hung out on Wednesday. So he went the whole day without acknowledging or saying anything. So he texts me on Friday and he goes,
I hate what happened the other night and I want to pretend it never happened.
And I just said, in regards to what? Because there were so many things that happened. Like which instance are you talking about? So he said,
hooking up with that random dude that you're friends with. I legitimately don't even remember his name.
And I said, fair enough, y'all were pretty litty, ha, because like they were. They're both single, both of these parties. They can do whatever they want. Like, it's no judgment. But just don't try to rope me into it, or don't try to grab my leg when you were just with someone else. Like, that's not gonna fly for me. I don't do that. I don't double dip. And this is where it got kind of crazy. He was like,
I don't know him, I don't care about him, I don't like him, and that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't blackout. But I do know you, and I do like you, and I want to erase that from the history of you and I, baby.
First of all, don't fucking call me baby when you literally probably like fucked another dude. Like, what the hell? This is literally psychotic to be like, I want to be with you, even though I was just with someone else the night before. So then I replied,
I mean, that's great that you want to erase that, but that's not really how things work. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all are single, you can do whatever you want, but that combined with what happened when we hung out just the two of us was kind of messy.
So then Carl says,
whatever, so you're saying you don't like me and you don't want to be with me?
And I said,
well, first off, you live in New York, so that would take a fair amount of work on both of our ends to make that work. And also, there's no judgment, but the only 2 times I've been with you ended messy both times. Like, you gotta see it from my perspective.
Because literally every time I had been with him, he had blacked out and either peed on me or like hooked up with another guy in front of me. So why would I want to be with you? I'm sorry, but I don't think you understand how like being with someone works. So my other friends, I message them and I start telling them, Carl's texting me, this is happening. I'm sending them the screenshots of the text and this is what's going on. And they, the awesome drama queens they are, start sending me screenshots of Carl's Twitter and what he's been tweeting the last few days while being in LA. Because to remind you, this was a work trip for Carl. So before I read you Carl's tweets, I texted Carl this.
Also, I've seen your Twitter, so for you to like say that you want to be with me, I think is a little far-fetched. I'm not mad, but just be honest about it.
While he is messaging me his like apology of I don't know him, I don't like him, this is what he was tweeting in real time. He's at LAX waiting for his flight. He said,
bro, Who at LAX is trying to catch this dick right now?
Strike number one. Then he's saying, this is what got me. He said,
the thing I love about fucking randoms while traveling is that I can say with absolute certainty that I will never have to see them again. Unlike incestuous ass New Yorkers, where all the gays know and have fucked each other and can compare notes.
for you to like tweet this and then being like, I care about you, I care, but you're like, I'm just trying to fuck randos so I never have to see them again. Dodged a bullet. You didn't get this one, bitch. So this guy was clearly just very sloppy and messy and disrespectful, and his Twitter is gross. I just have never encountered a person like this, and then like to just pull a 180 and be like, oh, I care about you, I want to be with you, bitch. No, you don't. I'm no fool. Mama didn't raise no bitch. And then the other weird part of this is when we did hang out, he posted a picture of me on his Instagram, and then all he kept asking me was,
when are you gonna post the picture of us? Are you gonna post of us? When are you gonna do that?
and I was like, well, I put you on my story. Like, I really don't post that much on Instagram, and I really don't put other people on my Instagram that much. I don't need to post something to validate my friendship or my relationship with a person. I think that's kind of weird. And especially we had just met for the first time and you had peed on me. So why would I want to post about you? He kept saying,
oh, I'm almost at 10K, I'm almost at 10K, I just want to be at 10K followers.
like, bitch, you're not gonna get to 10K from me. Like, I literally have my followers from pure dumb luck. That is like one of the reasons I hate LA so much, is because that's exactly how people are. They come, they want to see what they can get out of you, and then they leave. So you couldn't get anything out of me. You weren't gonna get anything out of me. You didn't get any of this. So move on with your life. Stop being sloppy. I hope you get the help you need. I hope you grow as a person. And I hope maybe one day that you can learn to see that your like messy and toxic behavior is not cute. About a week ago, my phone started ringing and it was him. It was pretty late, so I was assuming that he was probably just like wasted again and wanted to just call me. I don't know why. I did not pick up because I do not deal with that kind of toxicity in my life, but he didn't text me or leave a voicemail, and I haven't heard from him since. So maybe something more will happen with this. I don't need to validate someone's shitty behavior for them. What are you gonna do? Like, apologize? Go ahead. What are you sorry for? Using I'm sorry is really overrated. Like, anybody can say they're sorry. Actions speak louder than words. Don't tell me you're sorry if you're still gonna act like a bitch. So that is the full story about Carl the Pisser Pants. I hope this video kind of makes sense. Hopefully, if it doesn't make sense in editing, I fixed it to make sense. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos. Also, leave a comment if something like this has ever happened to you. As always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!